Okay, the hair. All right, let's try again. This is the first big video. Well, not big. This is the first video that I'm uploading aside from my intro. Hey, editing Sarah here. I actually lost the footage for the intro, so that doesn't exist. And I'm excited for it. This video is going to be part of a monthly series in which I watch trailers for movies that are coming out the following month. So in this case, it would be March 2025. And I give you guys my live reactions to them, as well as at the very end, I will rank my top 3 most anticipated movies for next month or the following month, and my bottom 3 least anticipated movies for the following month. I think I was a fuck with my hair again. Without further ado, I have popcorn, so you might see me munching on it, and I am lazy and I did not feel like cleaning a bowl. I need to run the dishwasher, so I have it in this lovely Avengers Endgame popcorn tin. I also have my Dr. Pepper Zero, not sponsored, but I should be. So anyways, without further ado, let's get started on the movies for March. Hello, editing Sarah here. Just wanted to let you guys know that while the trailers in the rest of this video are going to be edited down and cut for time restraints, I did leave the Mickey 17 trailer fully intact, A, because it's just a really good trailer, and B, because I don't actually have a lot of reaction footage, or if any, of myself reacting to this trailer, because it's a movie that I already knew that I was going to enjoy and want to see anyways. So please enjoy the untouched, unfiltered Mickey 17 trailer and stick around for my thoughts.
On Earth, nothing was working out, and I wanted to get the hell out of there.
You're applying to be an expendable? You read through the paperwork?
Yeah. I should have read through it.
That's it. Mickey, deep breaths, fill your lungs. Imagine there's an unknown virus in the air,
and you're sucking in every single microscopic particle floating around.
All the viruses.
So good?
There really was an unknown virus in the air. Lethal one.
See you tomorrow.
Fellow pioneers, almost every single one of you will be remembered throughout history.
They made me work my ass off, giving me one shitty mission after another.
You're an expendable. You're here to be expended.
Every time I died, they just printed me out again. Everyone asks, what's it feel like to die? The ship was filled with mostly dickheads. But Nasha, she's always loved me. That's when everything changed. Multiples.
In the case of multiples, we exterminate every individual.
Which body goes first? One at a time is twice the fun.
You don't look like you're printed out. You're just a person.
It's not your fault. This is a fight to the death.
The simple fact is, we're in a state of war, and our survival is in the balance.
I got a job to do.
Mickey Barnes, fighting right to the end.
My great gift to mankind.
Are you afraid to die?
This time I wasn't scared.
Yeah, so I was already gonna see that movie anyway, like regardless, but after seeing the trailer, I'm much more excited. Parasite was great. I have to watch, what was the other movie that he did? Snowpiercer. I need to watch Snowpiercer again. It's been a really long time. I remember the first time I watched it, I didn't really know what to think or what to expect going into it, and I think I had these like false pretenses that it was gonna be some kind of like suspense thriller, but it ended up being kind of campy and whatever. But yeah, Mickey 17 looks good. Robert Pattinson's great. Stephen Yeun is great. It's great to see him in more things. I'm going to stop saying great now. I'm looking forward to that. That comes out March 7th. That's next week. It's wild. I can't believe it's already March, but it's another conversation for another day. Let's continue. Ugh. This is Dr. Pepper Zero.
If you've got the time and the stomach for it, I've got a story for you.
What? Okay, George R. Martin. He does literally. He'll do anything besides write Winds of Winter. He's like, oh, Dave Bautista wants to be in one of my an adaptation. I should stop speaking over the trailer.
The world you know is gone, consumed by the flames of a great war long ago. All that's left now are the Lost Lands.
I'm looking for a guide. Someone who knows the Lost Lands.
Why you want to leave the city?
I feel like Paul W.S. Anderson is if Mila I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm very sorry. If she's not in one of his movies, he might actually die.
She has become a symbol of their defiance.
Down with the Overlord!
This woman needs to die.
Hand her over and we'll let you live.
Sorry.
We have Mad Max Fury Road at home.
She hired me first.
Your fate was sealed when you met me. This is the moment we've been working for.
It's not too late to turn back.
One always has to die.
In the Lost Lands. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what is there to say? It really just looks like a cheap Mad Max wannabe movie. Maybe it's a sleeper hit for George R. R. Martin, and I don't know, it's gonna be awesome, but I just feel there's elements of other movies, or other movies like Jonah Hex. It gave me Jonah Hex vibes. I've never even seen Jonah Hex, okay? It was Jonah Hex meets Mad Max meets I don't know, Van Helsing. It looked like there was werewolves. I don't know, it's very strange. I don't know how I feel about that.
Hey, it's Jack Quaid. The Novocaine trailer starts now.
So, what's your deal?
My deal? I'm just a regular guy with a regular job, but I've got this condition where I don't feel pain. Hey, there we go.
Oh my god, you're a superhero.
No. Last night was amazing.
Open the vault! Cops are here early! We need a hostage!
I just want to know where Sherry is.
You ever fired a gun before?
Hey man, you okay? Do you know what it's like to wait your whole life to meet someone? Someone who finally gives your life meaning? Would you wait around for someone else to save her? Or would you do it yourself?
What the fuck is that?
What happened to your face?
You should see the other guy.
Tell me everything you know.
What's his name?
You gotta be careful, dude.
The bit that I thought was very stupid was when the guy from the MCU Spider-Man movies said,
You can still die. You're not Wolverine.
and then it showed a close-up of, what's his name? The Quaid man's Jack, right? I think. his knuckles, and he had like little shards of glass. Like he's like he is Wolverine.
Novocaine? It is you! I thought you'd be dead by now.
Well, I'm not.
It's fucking Novocaine! And he's not fucking dead!
I don't have a lot of thoughts about that Novocaine trailer. I mean, like, Jack Quaid is fine, I feel, for TV. I do remember he was in, I feel like it was like the most recent Scream movie, like Scream 6 or something like that. And I don't know, he was fine. Like, he's fine for those types of things. He's probably going to be fine in this. I'm not, like, thrilled by the premise. I'm not intrigued by it at all. It feels like one of those aggressively, like, masculine, like, action movies. Like, I can't think of the one with Jason Statham in it, but that's what it reminds me of. And it's like, whatever. Okay. Next movie. The only thing I know about it is that it's Cate Blanchett's there. So let's see what that's about.
Where are you off to? Black bag. Right. You asked how it works. To be with someone in this business, this is how.
Okay. Steven Soderbergh. I need to figure out how to pronounce his name. Soderbergh. Okay, I was right. I was right the first time.
You know, and you know what he'll do, and you never discuss certain things again. I watch her, I assume she watches me.
It's gonna be like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith type deal.
If a situation presents itself, would you choose your marriage over everything else?
My devotion to my marriage is my professional weakness. Love you.
I feel like it is.
You got a breach. One of our people stole something.
Something extremely valuable.
You cannot imagine the damage.
Give me 2 weeks.
Thousands of innocent people will die.
Okay, 1 week. Who's the suspect?
Your wife.
I can feel when you're watching me.
Sorry.
I like it.
I need a satellite redirect, but this has to be unofficial.
You are one naughty husband, George.
What's on the menu?
Fun and games.
Is it true? No one can lie to you?
I don't like liars.
Do you really think you can do it?
I don't know.
Maybe this is all your greatest game, George.
It's a very dangerous line of work.
I'll say.
Would you kill for me, George? Would you?
I mean, it looks interesting. Yeah, he's great. I only just recently actually saw the first 3 Oceans movies, and I enjoyed them quite a lot. I know he did a horror movie recently. I can't remember what it was called, but I definitely want to watch that too. Actually, I am literally sitting at a computer. I don't know why. I would just look it up. Okay. It's called Presence. I have not yet seen it. Probably I will just have to wait until it comes out on streaming because I can guarantee it's probably not in theaters anymore. But I'm intrigued to see what he has done with like a horror movie. And then this, I mean, this Black Bag movie kind of just seems like it's a return to form to him, which is fine. It definitely seems like it's like up his alley. I don't think there's anything wrong with sticking to what you know, but it's also nice to see him step outside the box a little bit. So that one looks good. Let's see what's next.
The Bot Rebellion was ugly.
This looks like it's going to be some, I don't even know what this is, some sci-fi thing.
They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't blink. I blink.
Is that Chris Pratt?
When the robots deviated from their assigned task, we banished them to the electric state. 200,000 square miles of secure territory.
It was a Netflix movie.
I never trusted them.
Stanley Tucci, come on.
They're not us. How would they possibly understand our best interests?
My brother. I thought I lost him. But he's out there somewhere.
And of course, like Millie Bobby Brown. The Russo brothers? Okay. Sure. What I was saying, Millie Bobby Brown, the Netflix queen.
I stopped fighting because the war with his boss was wrong. You want to go get your brother back? I'll go with you.
The Electric State. Netflix, March 14th. Okay. I don't know. I feel like the Russo brothers are kind of like low-key hit and miss. Just because they were successful with like Winter Soldier and Endgame and Infinity War doesn't necessarily mean that they're like good directors. Because didn't they do that Gray Man movie that everybody hated? Let's see. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. They did do that Gray Man movie that everybody hated. So I can confidently say that I'm skeptical about their involvement with this electric robots or whatever the fuck it was called. What was it called? The Electric Day. The Electric State. I don't know. The robots looked cute. The robots look cute. I will give them that.
Ridley? Are you okay?
It kind of felt like it was showing me something. I get this feeling I don't think we're supposed to be here.
The Leopolds donated this entire nature preserve. And they care about a lot of things, not just pharmaceuticals.
Fine. I will sit there and smile.
Sorry, we're late.
What happened? You walked from the airport or what?
It's perfect timing.
I need you to act like everything is fine.
A lot of species in this area are rare.
Is that NoHo Hank?
What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
A horse-like mammalia.
It's a fucking unicorn.
I don't think I should be in swim shorts for this moment.
I don't think that we're supposed to have this.
We need to study it.
Whatever it is, it seems to be the cure for cancer.
Cancer? That's the biggest one. I've never been so alive.
We need to give the little one back. Okay, bad things will happen. You're gonna kill us.
I'll do whatever I have to take care of you.
You would retreat in the face of opportunity.
That's a cute slogan. That's a really cute like tagline.
I'm picking up vibration.
Death of a Unicorn, I've already actually seen the trailer for back when it was announced. I'm obviously like very clearly looking forward to that one. I mean, you've got Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. They're going to be a lot of fun. I think Paul Rudd is actually going to be, he's like an A24 darling now. He's going to be in that other A24 movie, Best Friends, I think, or something like that. Yeah, I forgot that actually is coming out next month. So that'll be exciting. I'm really, really intrigued by the premise of that one because it does definitely look like it could be like a whimsical comedy to start, and then obviously like it leans more horror, but I'm kind of hoping and thinking and like assuming that the horror is going to be like more campy and like dark humor kind of thing. And it's probably going to be a really good one. I need to see if that was NoHo Hank from Barry. It is. It was. Okay. Oh my God, this one fucking piece of hair is driving me nuts.
So listen, today's gonna be hard.
Oh my God, speaking of Jason Statham.
Let's all go home with the same amount of fingers that we came with. Let's get it. When my wife passed and I left the Royal Marines, a lot of people would have given up on me. You gave me a job. You were patient with me. You, Carla, Jenny, you're my family.
Excuse me, it's not your business.
I'm good, boss.
This is like so typical like I guarantee they wrote this movie specifically for him. Like they were like, if Jason doesn't want to do it, then we're not making it.
Jenny's missing. The police don't have the resources to work these cases. They take a report and forget about it.
Please, find our daughter. Where's the girl?
You a cop?
You wish I was a cop.
Look at those bricks. You ain't a cop. You're a working man.
That's right. Let's play.
Is that they're trying to say David Ayer did this? That's what they mean, right? That's not the Suicide Squad. It's Suicide Squad, the bad one.
This isn't just some kidnapping. This is human trafficking.
I wanted you dead, you'd be dead. I will be your weapon sommelier for this evening. This is the real beast here. M14, pulled direct from Saddam's palace. Then I added a Bluetooth scope.
Where is she?
There's a special place, high rollers only. They can do anything as long as they pay.
Gangs, the mob, corrupt government officials, they're all involved in human trafficking.
All of this is for a girl.
I'm not stopping until I bring her home. That's for slapping that woman.
That woman was my wife.
That's for slapping your wife.
I mean, don't slap your wife, obviously, but like...
Who are you? What are you?
Okay. So that's literally exactly what I was saying. It's actually so ironic that a Jason Statham movie is coming out in March when I was like, oh, that Novocaine movie, it's just like a Jason Statham movie. And that Working Man movie is exactly, I mean, like I said, it's exactly what you would picture Jason Statham doing. There's not anything else to say about that. It's just so typical. Okay, so I think we have just one more. I don't know what it could be. Hopefully they leave like the best one for last. Like, oh my God, this crazy blockbuster is coming out. You forgot about this movie. Oh, never mind.
When the sun is bright and the wind is still, she comes to you like a sudden chill.
Oh, it's the noise. It's like a Blumhouse staple.
Draped in black, from head to toe. How she got there, you'll never know.
Today's the day.
The what and the where now? Are you fucking kidding? How is that the name of a movie? How is that the name of an actual movie? That's worse than The Boys in the Boat, okay? I can't.
Today's
That's insane. That's absolutely just beyond. Shout out to Movie Trailer Madness, by the way, for the video. That's what I was using this whole time. Anyway, The Woman in the Yard. Blumhouse movies, or Blumhouse, however it's fucking pronounced, they're interesting because I do tend to watch them, even though I know they're going to be bad, like 99% of the time. I actually don't think that I can think of like one off the top of my head that's genuinely good. But with that being said, like, I am definitely excited for that movie. That was just an absolute treat. And the last one was absolutely like the best trailer. It was such a surprise. I am gonna watch it to clown on it, like, for sure. So I can't even like be upset that it exists. I don't even understand, like, does the woman just stay in the yard? I don't know, but that's coming out on March 28th as well. Okay. And with that, we can get on to the rankings, which, like, I feel like with my reactions, it's probably kind of obvious. We'll start off with number 3 of the movies that I am most excited for, and we'll go in, ascending order. The number 3 movie that I am most excited for, okay, it's Black Bag, because it looks interesting. It's Steven Soderbergh and, Cate Blanchett, Michael Fassbender. They're all great. I'm sure it'll be a fine movie. And like I said before, that's really in his wheelhouse. And like a spy movie, a spy thriller, kind of romance vibe. I can see it being really good. So yeah, that's Black Bag's my number 3. My number 2 is Mickey 17. I have, even though that's the first time I saw the trailer, I have been really excited about that. I'm not Canadian. I've been really excited about that movie since it was announced, just because I feel like everyone is a huge Robert Pattinson fan now, like myself included. And Bong Joon-ho is also really obviously like a great director. So yeah, not much to say about that. I'm just genuinely looking forward to it. And then my number 1 movie is Death of a Unicorn. I just think that's totally my vibe. I think that it is, especially if they go the way that I want them to, or that I expect them to, with like the whimsical humor and the dark humor and the horror kind of campy aspect of it. I just think it's gonna be a traditional A24 hit for me. They very rarely miss. I will say honorable mention for my most anticipated is definitely going to be The Woman in the Yard. And like, while I don't think that it's going to be good, I do think that it's going to be hilarious. And if you watch it with the right people, maybe not sober, then, or maybe even sober, if that's your jam. I don't know, but it does look like it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, The Woman in the Yard is like an insane title. It's an insane thing to call a movie. So those are my 3 most anticipated. So let's go to my 3 least anticipated for March. My number 3 most anticipated movie would be, I guess, The Electric State. Like, I could see myself maybe watching that. It's probably the most interesting. And like I said, the robots were cute. I probably actually will end up watching that in spite of Chris Pratt, but I don't have high expectations or like high hopes for it. And the fact that it's on Netflix, I mean, it's just easy. I already have Netflix anyways. So it's just one of those movies that you like put on when you can't think of anything else to watch and you kind of forget that it exists afterwards. My number 2 least anticipated movie for March would be Novocaine, because I just don't care. Like, as I said before, it is very much in line with your typical Jason Statham movie that it just does not, if you are into that, that's great. I'm personally not. It's not something that I find interesting. It is not, the only movies that are even remotely similar to like those Jason Statham kind of vibes that I like are like John Wick, but I wouldn't even say that that's remotely similar. So yeah, there's just nothing pulling me into like this Novocaine movie. I hope people who like that style enjoy it. And then my number 1 least anticipated movie is absolutely that working man movie, which is in the same exact vein as what I was just talking about with Novocaine. It is just not something that I'm interested in. I just don't like Jason Statham. I understand that he's been typecast and maybe he is a good actor. I don't know, but I never am compelled to watch his movies. I don't think I've seen a movie with him as the lead ever. I mean, I've seen like a couple Fast and Furious movies. It's like the only thing I know him from. I think he was in those. Yeah, because he was Hobbs and Shaw or whatever. I never saw that. But yeah, that's just not my vibe. I don't care about it. I feel like I will probably never even remember it going forward. Maybe I'll like be scrolling through Prime one day and I'll be like, oh, there's that Jason Statham movie. I will never watch that. And that's like the extent of my knowledge. And honestly, probably the same thing will happen with that Novocaine movie. Again, we'll do another honorable mention here because there's only one more movie left on the list. That In the Lost Lands movie, honestly, it made zero impression on me whatsoever. I actually, as I'm looking at this list right now, kind of like, if I hadn't written these movies down, I would have forgotten about it 100%. I don't care that George R. Martin's name is like attached to it. This had to be one of his like original sci-fi books that he wrote before Game of Thrones, because God fucking knows he hasn't come out with another book. And I don't even know how long. I haven't heard of this In the Lost Lands nonsense. I feel like people who are fans of Game of Thrones probably try to check out his other work. So the fact that no one's talking about this and now there's like a movie adaptation, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's going to be good. And like I said, it just, the trailer itself didn't leave any kind of like lasting impression on me. So whatever, George, whatever you want to do besides writing the last book, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I had a lot of fun doing this. I don't know. I'm kind of considering maybe like at the end of the month, we'll do kind of like a recap video where I talk about the movies in March that I did see and kind of how I felt about them. I'm definitely going to talk about The Woman in the Yard at some point. I have to. I just, that is like... That's going to be like the first like half or the first quarter of 2025. That's going to be like my favorite movie. I just know it. So yeah, I will be doing this again in March for the movies coming out in April. Hopefully it's maybe a little bit more challenging trying to figure out my top 3 for April. This was a pretty easy one, but March, isn't really like a huge movie month. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to say it. Please consider liking and subscribing. This is a brand new channel and I am still getting my footing, but we're going to have a lot of fun with more content like this and other kinds of breakdowns as well. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your evening, rest of your week, rest of your month, rest of your year, like the Friends song. Anyway, I will hopefully see you guys next time. And that's about it.